So I think now most of you know the huge rumor about the next mainline Pokemon title possibly coming to the Switch. Pokemon Stars as we know it. This rumor started around October of last year before the Switch even launched, and it's been heavily anticipated ever since. The original story to this came from an interview with the Pokemon series producer Junichi Masuda, who stated mainline Pokemon games are a possibility for the Switch, and that he'd have to wait and see if it would benefit the series. Then, Eurogamer came along and said multiple sources had confirmed to them that there was in fact a new version of Pokemon Sun and Moon currently in development for the Switch, codenamed Pokemon Stars, and that's where the Pokemon Stars name came from. Then the rumor got even more popular when Game Freak started posting job ads for character modeling on machines like Wii U for a global scale returning RPG series, which everyone assumes is Pokemon. And since the 3DS doesn't have the processing power of the Wii U, everyone is predicting that this is character modeling for a Switch version of Pokemon. So that's the backstory of the start of Pokemon Stars, so let's get into the new stuff. So things have been pretty quiet lately on Pokemon Stars. No new information has come for months, but recently, once again, Game Freak has posted another job ad for 3D programming for a main title RPG returning title for the 3DS. So other than Pokemon, there is no other main title RPG on the 3DS. There's other RPGs of course, but them using the word main in the job description is making many assume that this job ad is for a Pokemon game. So this is where the new rumor comes together, with Game Freak confirming last year that the mainline Pokemon series could come to the Switch, and with Eurogamer confirming that multiple sources told them that a new version of Pokemon Sun and Moon is in fact in development for the Switch, and both Game Freak's job ads for the Wii U and 3DS for the mainline global scale returning RPG. This only adds up to a highly possible dual release for Pokemon Stars to come out on the 3DS and the Switch at the same time. So basically it's a bunch of rumors adding up to another rumor, and not to mention Game Freak basically teasing us with this image a while back. I mean, it could mean nothing or possibly something. I personally think it's too much of a coincidence for it to be mentioning stars to not be a real tease. But this isn't a far-fetched possibility for it to release on both platforms. There's plenty of benefits for this to happen. For one, Game Freak knows how anticipated this game is. They understand that Switch owners want it, and with the Switch hitting almost 4 million units sold already, that's too big of a player base to ignore, and it's obviously going to keep selling. And Game Freak definitely wouldn't ignore the 70 million units sold for 3DS and only release Pokemon Stars for the Switch. So a dual release makes too much sense for them not to do it. No one would get left behind. 3DS owners could play it, and Switch owners could pay a little more to play it, assuming it will be a full $60 US for the Switch version, which will most likely be in 1080p resolution with maybe better graphics including textures and whatnot. And with us getting the new Monster Hunter for both 3DS and Switch, that makes this that much more likely to be a dual release. So yeah guys, Pokemon Stars might be released for both consoles from what it looks like, but one thing's for sure, it will not be coming before 2018. If it was, we would have already heard about it from Game Freak, and especially if those job ads are for Pokemon Stars, that's a definite no, it won't be ready until next year sometime. I personally hope Pokemon Stars comes to the Switch. It would probably ship the same, if not more units than Pokemon Sun and Moon did for the 3DS, which was almost 16 million units. I really hope Game Freak and Nintendo work together to make this happen. Many Pokemon fans, including myself, have wanted a mainline Pokemon title to come to consoles for years. So hopefully it finally happens with Stars. And I think a dual release would be the smartest decision for Game Freak and Nintendo to make from a business standpoint. They'd basically be printing money for themselves, and they know that. So we will have to wait and see what happens. So what do you guys think about Pokemon Stars possibly coming out for the 3DS and the Switch as a dual release? Let me know down in the comment section below. And before you go, make sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, give me a thumbs down if you didn't, and make sure to subscribe here at Rajant Productions for all things gaming. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.